Hey, my beautiful collective. Welcome back to another tarot card reading. We are doing today which one of your powers is going to take you to the next level? Okay, that's what I was called to read upon today from Spirit. So I hope this helps you out a lot. Also, guys, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start doing nightly live readings to help you guys get a peace of mind before going to bed. So, if you guys are interested in those, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's get into this reading, y'all. Please have your intuition present with you guys when you're picking, right? Pawn number one, there's got lost in space, needing direction. And your crystal is beta quartz crystal. For pawn number two, Whalesong resonating. And if you can see the whale, there you go. With Carnelian. And pawn number three, you got a tidy house, clarity and organization with black tourmaline. Right? So ask your spirit team or whatever or whichever pile that you're drawn to is the pile for you. Right? I'll see you guys in your pile. Timestamps will be at the bottom. Bye. What power does pile number one need to develop to reach the next level in your life? Pile, pile number one. You guys got me channeling a song I read. Thank you for that. Pile number one, I feel like you're like rediscovering your creativity. There's some motherfucking water. Pound number one. It's so funny because this song that I'm listening to is about like being lost in your own madness. But you got to get to know your madness and use it to your advantage. I guess you guys don't have any more. Nope. I think that's it for me. I got a lot for you, call number one. Anyone watching? We are using the Shamanic Dream Oracle deck. Boom. Today. And the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. And I'll be using, my crystal deck. If I feel called for, if I get called to use the Hurdle deck, particular deck as well. Pound number two. What power do you need to develop that'll help you get to the next level? Yeah. Panametra. Listen to Earnings by Green Tea Pang. That's definitely resonating for your reading. Time for mind, mind to work it out. Yeah. You know, I actually found, kind of make sure you guys get your herbs. Wow. Number three. What power do you need to develop next to move to the next level? For my down. Number three, you were Spirit Team with 5 chain cards for you guys. And you love this song, part number three. Leaned Out by IMDDB. Wow. That's very interesting too, because totally linked up with your number there. I believe you. Control. My mind is not completely. And I have to differ. Okay, so that's and I am myself. Sweet. Not today. Never get me to learn. Not today. I might have to pull the trigger. I might have to pull the trigger. Yeah. Pull the trigger that's no longer on what's no longer serving you. You guys can't hear the words, but all right, you guys. Thanks for joining me for the Pow Shuffle. Timestamps will be in the description for whichever pile you picked, and I'll see you guys there. All right, bye guys. See you later. Hey, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose Lost in Space, needing direction with 36. Definitely balance in your creativity because I heard that. And you guys chose the Beta Quartz crystal with the High Priestess. And I was channeling my song. And my song was about being down. It was Queen. It's about a queen being down, not realizing her true potential. And as she heals herself and gain the knowledge, she therefore uses that same knowledge to help and heal her community by spreading her knowledge. You know, and bringing the community together. And I feel like you're lost because, I definitely sense you're a very creative person. And so maybe you're struggling how to combine the two. And I heard while I was shuffling that you need to explore yourself, explore different aspects because there's a piece of the puzzle that you're missing, right? And then you got overflow, overwhelmed and plenty. And you got benefactor with grace and generosity. With number three again, creativity, graphics. And then you got mini mass, the authentic self with three again. Look at that. And then I was totally thinking right before I saw this that you got creativity, meaning balance on the physical realm and on the spiritual realm. And and then the song playing right now is Sango by Ocean, and it was on Rise Love. I need to rise to love. Put Start putting yourself in the environment to be creative. Is what I heard, right? And you got the Ten of Pentacles. Is it? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. But this is ten. I don't know. You got the Three of Cups. You got the Father of Cups. And you got the Six of Pentacles. I think the rising to love is like love for yourself, okay? Like, and then it's very interesting. I was gonna do this reading on what's blocking self confidence, or just what's blocking things, right? And because I'm feeling a lack of confidence here, right? And that's why you got this rise to love. And you got the Hermit card, and you got the Seven of Wands. Look at that, two illumination right next to each other. With the ending it with the High Priestess. There we go. Baby, what I wanna be. Hey, I know I can be what I want to be with the Empress card, and ending it off with the Topaz, Queen of Wands. Okay, that definitely lets me know ending it off with the Topaz that you need more love for self. Oh, and I got what your power is that you need to develop. That's gonna take you on your next level. Your Yeah, because you have many talents, right? And because you have so many talents, It's because you can tap into your vision and see what creative projects you're working on currently, right? I definitely feel that for you. High, high psychic, yes, right? You got the Empress, High Priestess, and you chose the High Priestess stone. And again, overstimulation causes you to have a lack of direction. You know what I mean? If you work hard, you will be where you want to be. With 43 overflow, too many good things are headed your way or are already occurring in your life right now. Yeah, you may be thinking that it's not possible. You're not worthy of them. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project our restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, or who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of the conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There is so much beauty and love, opportunities, and divine synchronicity destined to support your dreams, abound, and are lined up for you. Yet, it becomes difficult sometimes to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation. Didn't I say that? Well, distracting you from the truth that all is well. You're responding to empathy overload, and that occurs when you tune into the collective angst and fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's unmanageable, and you feel like you're drowning in all those emotions. It's time to allow yourself to detach and bring yourself back to your life and restore your faith in the greater power and a power greater than you. And remind yourself to focus on the smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. And then you got three: benefactor, grace and generosity, gifts and support and mentoring. When a benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. The universe wants to let you know that just as you've been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, you will be rewarded in myriad ways. The most beautiful gift the benefactor gives you is recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source, one that is always working through you. Yeah, that's why I was channeling my song. You're helping in the community. You're sharing your wisdom with those who need it. Dream sharing and caring into being, and you'll be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because, and the benefactor will give you her blessing. All right, so being of service. It's you. Don't let your monkey brain stretch too far and distract you out of your creativity. I wish I could play the music for you guys out loud, but copyrights and all. Farther cuts, this is you, a truly unique and dynamic personality. He's the most feminine and all of the fathers in the tarot, performer of arts, supporter of the community. The only thing holding this person back is their insecurity. And why I was getting that was in one of your cards. Um, Having faith in a greater source. And that's because you are channeling your creativity from the divine. Because I already saw that you channel wisdom through the divine. You are also channeling divine inspiration. So the simplest way to start out, right, is to have faith in the divine. That they're providing you with great inspiration that's gonna bring you the abundance that is already owed to you. Look at that, right to the seven of wands. And this talks about letting your truth shine the brightest. Okay? Find strength. So find the strength in all the positive things you have to offer. Instead of focusing on what you lack. If you if you think about, right, yeah, contentment, being content with all the things you have to offer the world. Instead of thinking about what you lack, you are attracting the abundance to you. And it's going to give you the courage to let go of those limiting beliefs and not let the fear and caution overwhelm you. So basically, and I think it was also, I felt like it was also speaking towards your intuition, letting your intuition guide you, and you'll never go wrong with because every time when I see this, it's your spirit team working together behind the scenes for you, making sure all your desires come true with the Nine of Pentacles, or I should say 10. Ooh, and it's on reflect. Yeah, back to the analyzing, the self-analyzing. Why it's gonna be so important for you. Part number one. Like seriously, if you go into this meditative state and ask your spirit team, what is my next? Show me the essence of my next creative project is going to be, and you cannot go wrong because we're showing you your future. Empress. Damn. This Empress card is oh. There you go. So that with the emerald, exploring the secrets of life. Again, I think it's going towards exploring yourself. This like is like mining for a diamond is what just came to mind when when I saw that. And then because I get a lot about letting love in for you. And if it's interesting though, creation. Because we got yeah, just a lot about creativity here. And the Topaz talks about letting light in, which, positive energies, getting rid of those self doubting thoughts. Like, because I feel very strongly here. Power number one, you are a very high vibrational being. And you use your creativity to create solutions to actually help the community. That's where I commend you. Power number one. Topaz brings more light, joy, sunny ideas into our life, inspires us to loftier thoughts, liberates the soul, intensifies concentration, which, yes, with the overstimulation. So get y'all some topaz and some emerald. Spirit, do you have any? Oh, number two. I saw a card in my mind's eye, and it's from the shaman deck. So I'm just gonna read it to y'all real quick. Because I definitely think you guys need to hear this. Hopefully I can remember what number it is. There. Nope. Is it? Yeah, part number two, I realized that I only remember like the description of it and the image. I don't remember like the actual name. I'll see if it comes out. Hey, it's like I sensed it. I knew it was for you guys. But Magician's Sword, confidence in your power with completion. I definitely felt that with you guys. When the magician's sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs, or to the friends who are not true. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely for the greater good. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You are a large endowment of magic available. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles. But don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut through limiting beliefs, and remember that all beliefs are limiting. And focus on your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand, and you need to only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the magician's sword appears, it's time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation, for gazing at finely polished edge. With the wisdom you can summon, I hope you can find the best course of action. Don't hesitate, act. And for pile number one, I'm going to leave you with this, that your power is in your meditation, right? Because you get divine inspiration. So if you already have a creative project you're working on, then yes, by all means, get get into action, okay? Don't hesitate. But if you don't have a creative project you're working on right now, or you're not quite sure on how to go about the creative project, definitely go into hermit mode and ask your spirit team for guidance, okay? And that's all I have for you here today, pile number one. If you resonated with the reading, like the video. If you're new here, subscribe, okay? Bye. Hey, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose Whalesong with Resonating 61. And you guys chose Carnelian. Ooh, with the caterpillar, you got opportunity. I had vision for days. And you got dream thief, refusal of call. And you got me tots, repairing the mind, body, and soul. You know, for Paul number three, I get cleansing of limited beliefs for you guys. And you got the Son of Swords, and you got the Two of Swords, and you got the Sun card. And you got the high priest. And you got the star card. And you got the eight of wands. And you got the seven of pentacles. And yeah, part number two, you guys got earnest during your power shuffling, so balancing your masculine and feminine. And yeah, that's why I got the getting rid of old beliefs. Uh, Definitely time to cleanse those limiting beliefs and reclaiming your power. Because you have victory coming on the way, okay? With the Six of Swords and the Death card, renewal, rebirth of self. It's like shedding, for you guys, shedding your ego self, right? And coming into balance, coming into alignment, I should say, with your life purpose. Very interesting. Let's read your first one. So, Whalesong resonating, remembering, harmonizing, and resonating. These are the moments in life when you have had a sense of deja vu and you visit this place, these feelings, or this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Yet there's a haunting quality to this melancholy of life's mysterious fragility is also underlined. Like a whale song that pleads for simple notes to be matched by another, you have a short time to capture its essence and let it resonate in a way that is potentially transformative, but only if you don't turn away. Sometimes you may forget the moments of your humanity and your truest desire become because you've become so earthbound and calculating, striving and doing. You're so overstimulated by the chase and what you're exposed to do that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump in the water and play and be reminded of your creative self. Reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulse to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, that is your this is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, and take a much needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling, instead, with your dream thieves card, rejection of past fulfillment. The dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness, and so that you will want to tell her your old stories over and over again. So you don't go beyond that. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to familiarity or your origin story of why you were wounded, or when you were rejected. You talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else. Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed and remembering that you have new stories to rely on and build upon. So I hope you see where this is going. Pile number two, you know, pile number two, I heard that you were helping people get on their life purpose and like help them find helping them find like the lesson through the old wounds and how it's gonna help them on their journey further. Right? Because you illuminate I'm seeing a lot of illumination, illuminating the what's hidden for people and bringing a lot of healing. And then your two source talks about denying of self power, right? And your son of swords will find a cool by cool by Anthony Hamilton. Oh, that's what I did. Sorry guys. Quit your worrying. Son of Swords, a person of action, not grace, pushes forward to his goal with urgency and determination. To top it off, he's very well educated, making him a force to be reckoned with. Usually, he's seeking approval from the patient and just Father of Swords, who casts quite a shadow onto his son. Working through this stimulating and exhausting young man. Working with this stimulating and exhausting young man can prove to be a challenge. Uh, you know, number number three, I mean two, I thought you had a, like when I said that you needed to balance your masculine and feminine energies, I didn't realize you didn't have an Empress card in here. So that makes sense. Because you have a lot of passion and willpower. That's why you were drawn to the Carnelian, the lacking the gray, being being humble enough to know when you need a reset is what I'm hearing. Cause because you're well educated, very clear knowing abilities. Mm. Okay, so what I heard was the lack of vision. Like, yeah, lack of vision. As in, I'm hearing like your rational mind gets in the way of letting visions come through. Hey, as soon as I said that, what's this song called? Why Don't You by Cleo. So, why don't you just let go and quiet down your ego? Real hard. Now feel that's just me. You know, oh, that. Take on people's problems. It's not listen to me. Ooh, I literally, that was in the video I was watching before this. I'm gonna link it in the bottom because he was, the man was making a lot of sense on um, how wealth relates to us as spiritual beings, right? And he was talking particularly about the devil. And all the devil is like he was saying, if you allow the devil to change the meaning of a word, it would change your perception of what you see. And the death card here, elderberry, elder flowers helps protect you from negative spirits, right? And that just triggered like, so, oh yeah, I just put it together even more. Like, so basically, your attachment to the physical world is where the ego comes into play for you. And the illusion that has been created for you is that the things you have attained and gained on this physical world is like king. Like, when in reality, it's it's really all the things you can take spiritually. The spiritual lessons is of more importance than physical gain, which you gain physically, like wealth and all that. And so, like, because basically that's why I was getting why you were denying making this move spiritually onto your life purpose. Because the physical attachments, with the Seven of Pentacles here with the Hubbard, I don't know how to say it. Like, he's contemplating too. Mm, mm, yeah. Seven of Pentacles confirmed that for me. Like, you have a lot of work, hard work coming up ahead of yours, coming up ahead on your journey. But one is there's a lack of planning, aka lack of vision, because your vision helps you plan accordingly on what steps to take. And so, yeah, your lack of vision is gonna cause some obstacles. Is what I was gonna say. And then the Eight of Wands, bro. That's why I'm looking at it. I was saying obstacle, struggling, giving one's all, tackling obstacles on several sides. I'm gonna get some crystal cards for y'all. How? What's some crystals that's gonna help activate and oh yeah, definitely with the Zoisite Ruby. You got the Zoisite with Ruby and Ruby. That's very interesting. And you got the Purpurite. What with the and the Death card again with the Amethyst. And I think that Ruby will has like I was expecting, you know, um, I was expecting more of the feminine energy type person, but they gave me that Ruby. Yeah, I was looking at this one, so this is gonna be your last one. With the Rhodochrosite Page of Cups, warms our hearts, brings, or the Rhodochrosite warms our heart, brings, tender, loving feelings to the conscious mind. Yep. Help balance the rational and analytical mind. Promotes creativity and intuition, relieving emotional pressures and dissolving energy blocks, resulting in more openness and spiritualization. Y'all, get you some, okay? Y'all need it. For real, y'all. For real, y'all. And I'm very curious about this ruby. I was looking at that ruby. That ruby. And guess what song y'all got? Point and Kill by Little Sims. Listen to that song. Huh? That song always gets me so motivated. Like, yeah, I can do it. I know it's alive, I know things, I know that nobody, point and kill. I want it, it's mine. You can't stop me. I know you have no power. Oh, here it is. Boom. Love is brought into harmony by the ruby. People who lack in self-love or love for others should use the stone to meditate on these qualities. The ruby fills our heart with love for ourselves and other fellow human beings. Helps with decisions, willingness to enter relationships. Helps with letting go, standing by your decisions too. That's beautiful. Can't stop me. When it was alive, I don't feel nobody. Don't feel nobody. I know it's alive, doesn't know it's alive. Nobody. That's how you gotta be. Number two, don't feel nobody and love thyself. But you have like, yeah, you're filled with intelligence. I mean, come on, you got the emperor. Oh, well, you got the emperor and the high priest energy, and with the at the amethyst very soon, it went right to that baby. Helps promote humility and philanthropy. Yes, because I sense your life purpose was surrounded by helping others. Brings light into problems, helps us in transformation from mental to spiritual level, soothes hardened souls, supports people with gentle natures. Again, with the transformation letting go, recognition of necessities. So shifting your focus on your spiritual development over the physical. You know where that crack was? In my heart chakra. Yes, yes, definitely my love. And with the purpurite, get y'all some purpurite too. Intensifies the visualization of new plans and provides the resolution required to put them in action, promotes spiritual development, imparts clear and lucid thoughts, bringing more order to the mind. Realization of goals, clarity, order, solution to material problems. Like, what did I say? You was lacking that vision to help you come up with the proper solutions. And last but not least, with the Zoisite with Ruby, that's another great stone. It's gonna help boost all your spiritual gifts. It helps activate the development of self, clear the mind, expand the consciousness. This is the Zoisite with ruby. The precious stone stimulates creativity, encourages the development of latent abilities, and of spirituality. So basically, it helps develop dormant spiritual gifts. Wow, that's beautiful. But and I would highly suggest pile number two, do a shamanic journey, okay? The shamanic drumming music will be in the description. I love it because it really does help you get in that meditation mode very easily so you can connect with your spirit team and just ask them, show me the essence on what is my life purpose. I definitely see you needing to ask that question. Okay. Last thing, your meetups. They have some your meetup cards. They have some things you can do that's gonna help you clear these things. Definitely running here at the spiritual bath. And this song, listen to Your Mind by Green Tea and Pay, because it's definitely doubled down to that. It's your self-limiting thoughts that is preventing you from soaring into your true and brightest potential upon number two. But start start slow, you know, but as your vibration raises, you're no longer going to attach to these material things anymore, like even junk food. I see here, and people with mindsets that doesn't reflect their own. Florida water, great. And see that? Yeah, there you go. Florida water is a great cleanser spiritually. I also heard getting like a massage and see a Reiki healer too. If they have one in your area, that would definitely help clear the energy blockages. But if you don't want to do that, you can also look up meditations to help clear and unblock your chakras. I haven't seen too many uh, chakra healing meditations that cleanse all 12 of your chakras. So, and that's why I made the Reiki healing meditation in my videos. I'll probably pin it somewhere up there for you guys to check out. Definitely, you guys should definitely do it because your chakras 8 through 12 is more so centered around your spiritual gifts and your life purpose and being uh having like full connection with the divine, okay? Which that's why I thought it was so important for people to have access to that meditation, okay? Spirit says also definitely try to get some of these crystals. You may not be able to get all of them, but if you had to choose three, definitely the Zoiite, definitely the Rhodochrosite, and the Purpurite for the answer. Right? Alright, part number 2. If you resonate with this video, like it, help us subscribe out, alright? And if you're new to this channel, subscribe, okay? Check out our new nightly live. Alright, have a good day. Bye. Hey, pile number 3. You guys chose the Tourmaline. Ooh, I heard transmuting that negative energy from your physical environment and from your internal energetic body and on a spiritual level. Okay. Tidy house, clarity, and organization. Alright, and you got Root Girl, the disowned self. What? And that's adding up to 10. Like, you and means 1 0. Your whole reading. Traveling the world. And you got drifters, experiencing life as it comes. And you got number 1, I Ching card, and 10. If you guys hear me singing, it's because I'm, you know, listening to music. Listen to Vibe 2020, guys. I said that for you guys. Yeah. I'm already getting like upon number 3, like it keeps bringing me to like too much sauce, too much soul. Like you have such a seducing and attractive personality. You attract people from all types of all walks of life. And you got the Tower card, and you got the Fool card, and you got the Chariot, and you got the Eight of Cups, and you got Father of Wands, and you got Ten of Wands. 10 of Wands. Oh, burden, carrying like a heavy load. And you got the High Priestess. Look at that. Third crescent moon. That's very significant. And you got the King of Pentacles. And you got the Temperance card. Wow. Hmm. The Temperance card gave me like you were able, like, your third eye is like on it. It's seeing 10 steps ahead from you. So much so that you're not even worried. And you got the Iron. Strength and action with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, I mean. And you had the Calcite Tower again. Power number three. I'm getting that like you're highly empathic, right? And your empathic gift here, like basically, so this is what you're missing out by not using your empathic gift to, excuse me, to its fullest ability. This is it. Yeah, baby. Go, yeah, yeah. Spiritual abilities, physical empath, sensing others to bodily sensations, physical needs, psychometry, granting, gaining knowledge through touch, telekinesis, being able to move objects with the mind, levitation, being able to make objects float in air, pyrokinesis, setting things on fire with your mind. Claircognizance isn't present. Clairgustance is smelling what isn't present. And also seeing what's not present. And you may be asking if your intuition, hmm, hmm, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you may be asking yourself if you can see with your intuition 10 steps ahead. Why would you need the physical empathy? And it's because two things I got for you guys. Like one, why a tidy house is so important for you guys. Because one, if your environment is cluttered, you feel cluttered mentally and in your body. Like that literally happens to me a lot. I have to keep my place clean because then I get in like this stuck mode just because it's dirty. It's weird. So keep that in mind. And two, how they broke it down to me was like your vision sight is only one of your senses. And so if you're not using your other four senses like hearing, being able to hear what the person is saying, feel what the emotions that they're experiencing, it's you're not able to get the full download of the information that your spirit team is trying to get to you. And then, like, especially with this traveling between worlds and drifter, I get like, because I get that a lot, um, like a message from spirit that if you don't have any direction where you're going, and you're between, just wandering around, you just end up wasting time. Because I heard that at a lyric too. That's funny. You end up just wasting time, and you're not actually getting things done. So, because not only does your empathy help you read people, it helps you read environment. environment situations with the root. Let's read Tidy House real quick first, because that was in conjunction with the IT part. If your emotional world feels messy and unruly, and you can't seem to get clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world, the reverse is also true. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and the energy of the objects you surround yourself with. Basically, everything is surrounding. Now it's time for an inventory and full clearing of your environment. Ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions at this time. Clear and ambiguous communication is key. You may choose to let go of some people from your life when this shows up. This is a good thing. Otherwise, you may stay in these relationships too long out of a sense of obligation and social courtesy. When in truth, there is nothing holding you two together. Be impeccable with your word, say what you mean, and be willing to make whatever changes necessary to clean up your side of the street. The right that said, right now, once you are sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, there's a release of energy to begin new things, right? Letting out the old. As soon as you let go of these toxic, well, I'm not gonna say toxic, but these people who do not serve your highest good out of your life, the good and blessing things may now enter into your space. So now that we read that, I'm just gonna read your I Ching cards. Let's see the correlation. Number one, with the creative, heaven is the sky, always both above and below as the day and night surround around the planet. Heaven is also the presence of the divine, which is above, below, all around, and within. Both time and eternity influence humanity through the creative power of heaven. Sublime success is assured through creative perseverance. And then 10, we got conduct. The lake is deep and contained its direction downward. Heaven is infinite, its direction upward. The two maintain a natural separation, and it's neither harmonious or inharmonious. Those people who have no need to interact can go about their business by conducting themselves in a neutral fashion. Do not create conflict where none exists. And what I got from that is I heard immediately setting boundaries. Around, you may need to set not creative boundaries, but boundaries around your creative process and people around you. Mm. See, and I'm listening to Erica Badu, the other side of the game, and like I feel that for you because like maybe the people not people who of course it's the people closest to you that's not respecting your boundaries and yeah that but I heard I heard that from spirit that boundaries with the people closest with you are the most important because they're always like they've been in your life for a long time, right? That's gonna help with your foundation too, building up boundaries. Root girl with the root girl. Root girl sits shivering, unclean, and naked at the base of the tree itself. She is unloved, unwanted, shunned for her deformities. She has no home but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be one part of you that reintegrated can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? This is a part of you, the embodiment of the deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame when you project envy onto others or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural. It's this homeless child self-crying for attention, acceptance and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all while refusing to acknowledge its ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you would only look into this root girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, your unmet need, you would realize that this part of you asks for compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you're not whole, that your expression of self is somehow too much or too little. You may have even inherited this creature from your ancestors. Wow. Wow. Pause. Pause. Pause number three. You know why I'm saying wow at the you may have inherited it from your ancestors? Because literally right before I read this, image had flashed. Like I came to my own realization, right? Because one I did learn that in your empathy gifts, your all your trauma from your ancestors are in your epigenes in your body. So we hold the trauma of our ancestors without even knowing it and respond to situations based on that trauma. And that's why I was getting so heavy for you guys about your empathy because, again, clearing out what doesn't serve you. Because when I was younger, I had a lot of dreams about getting the, the RAPE word. And it was like I was living through those experiences through my ancestors. It's literally the only explanation because at one point, like, because I didn't have like that good of memory of my childhood, repressing a lot of memories. But like I confirmed through all my family that I was not like molested or anything like that. And so that's what really told me that they were my ancestor memories. Traumatized me. And it did create a lot of mistrust because in those visions, it was always people closest to them, like their brother, father, or um, their father's friend or brother's friend. Like it was always someone close to the family that always betrayed their trust. And that's why they brought up boundaries with loved ones for you guys. Man, it's getting deep. Pile number three. Right. So we definitely got self love here, okay? Hmm. And the question part number three was, which power of yours is going to take you to the next level? You're definitely developing your empathy, but definitely getting your intuition too. Like there's something about your close loved ones. Probably, I heard gaslighting. Like they may, like your intuition may be telling you one thing about them, and they might be denying that, denying that it's. So definitely set boundaries. And then what I also got was with the full card in the chariot is that divine intervention is coming through right now. Is to like give you a reset. Pile number three, like reset your your belief on yourself, how you think of yourself, because this told me a lot, and and that's probably why about your family. Your family has or close friends has created a lot of those insecurities, created that shame and guilt. Yeah, because point number one, why your intuition too is not only does your empathy work in conjunction with your intuition, but your intuition goes with you, helps you travel to the spirit realm and back, which helps you find resolutions to everyday problems. Because with this temperate card, even though your intuition is working, but it's like you're not like listening to it definitely like all the way. Because when I saw her step into that water, it was almost like I saw her keep, like it was playing out. Like she stepped in there and she's about to fall and slip down the stream, and she's just like, oh, whoop de doo, whoop de doo. Alright, y'all, it's 8 of Cups. Stagnation. Urgent message to pack your bags and move on from a situation that's no longer serving you. There's no hope in rekindling what is lost. This message could not be any more clear. Nothing good remains for you here. Lift your eyes to the horizon and let your feet lead you forward. Father of Cups. No. Father of Wands. Charismatic and creative. This is your energy. Mystical and create and charisma. Others are often drawn to this person because they're open and loving, very healing and compassionate, in tune with life and nature. I heard uh, giving yourself the same love and grace and compassion as you would to others for yourself. And with the Ten of Wands, burdens, blockages, you're faced with mental or physical burdens weighing you down, leading to hopelessness and depression. You simply cannot get through. This card appears in response to a person or situation. It may be best to simply walk away. Again, walking away with the people in your circle, not respecting some boundaries that need to be set, definitely. And and then let's dive a little bit deeper, pile number one, because I'm hearing the spirits talk, and they're like it's important to understand all the aspects of being an empathetic person. And if you don't get a grasp on how to control it, you get over empathy. And over empathy is when you just start absorbing everything, like from everybody. That's not good. That's not good. Because you can absorb a belief, like a way of thinking, thought patterns, feelings, pain, sickness, like anything. Anything. Okay? So, like, I mean, it really shouldn't, it should be hard to point it out, Paul number three. It's whoever in your circle that's causing you a lot of problems. If they're causing you problems, they fighting against you, okay? Mm. With the King of Pentacles, I knew there's something. Like I was like listening so carefully to the song. Listen to Moonlight by IMDb. Like letting the divine speak for you when when letting go of these relationships no longer serving. Because the King of Pentacles talks about someone who's businesslike, responsible, High Priestess with the peony. Peony is a herb of intuition, so yes, get you guys some peony. I'm sure it's like a tea, but it'll help boost your intuition and for feminine problems and increase internal circulation. Helps relieve tension, nervousness, worry, holding back one's self expression, and then leading grace. Alright, last but not least, your herbal cards, because ask them again if there's anything else, and they're just doubling down on that empathy. You guys gotta work on that empathy and your intuition, setting up good boundaries between you and your loved ones in your circle. With the Knight of Wands, giving you the courage to get rid of these things that no longer serve you, and and the desire, the action and tools to making it happen, and healing too. Guidance good for healing. And then you had the Tyler with the calcite. Yeah, right too, right. The calcite in general helps free up our old attitudes and patterns. Look at that again. And helps open our mind to new ideas, promotes meditation and spiritual development, dissolves outdated structures, helps overcome times of upheaval. And there's in the reverse. So, rejection of destiny, definitely. And continue. So, rejection of destiny and continuing on the same old track is what jumped out at me there, big time. Number three, I asked them for like an uplifting message for you guys, and they said that you have all the tools that you need inside of you. You just have to get to know yourself a little bit more, accept yourself, but also opening your mind up to different aspects. Because there's always more than one way to look at something. Because they even brought that example to me today when they were breaking down numerology and how it only breaks down to one of the nine numbers, right? And so basically saying that there's like a bunch of different ways, an infinite amount of ways of saying the same message. You just have to be open to perceiving it, right? Especially, I feel that very strongly with the Four card. Like like reset to that inner child, that childlike version of you, where you dreamed of your wildest dreams. Who told you you couldn't do it? Like, is what you need to ask yourself. And then ask yourself, is that person any different from you? No, we're all going through the same journey. And so, if all these other people can pursue their dreams, what's stopping me? Probably just you and these self defeating thoughts of yours. But your spirit team is sending you so much love and encouragement to really just rediscover yourself, girl. King or queen, whoever came to this reading. Did I'm heard. I don't know if I said it, but I'm hearing that you are a diamond in the rough. Or another example, how a pearl is created. A little sand gets stuck in the clay's gum, and because it's irritating it, it sends out a chemical to encode it, and it just starts building layer by layer, right? We all have so many different layers to each other, and exploring it and accepting your whole self is power. Power in your foundation, which is where all your empathy is, which is very interesting. So definitely check out the My Reiki healing meditation. Clear those blockages right up on number three. Okay? And check out our Peace of Mind nightly nightly meditations. Subscribe to the channel for notifications because I don't know if I'm gonna do them every night or just every other night. Still haven't decided. So we'll see. Have a good night, pawn number three. I enjoyed doing your reading. I hope you guys see your power. See your power and love it. Bye.